Hello. Hello. How is everyone today? Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing great. Hope we're doing fantastic. I know I am. Because I get to stream and we are about to finish Indiana Jones. At least I assume. The game made it seem like this is probably the final area because it's where Voss took Gina and now we're working with Locust. And I think they said something about this being the site of the Great Circle, so I'm assuming this is the last area, so I think we're about to finish it. Hello, little guy. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Working with the bugs? Yeah, we are friends with the bug now.
Hang in there, Gina.
We're friends with the giant locust bug. And now we have to rescue Gina because she got herself captive by Voss. All as well, it's pizza day. Excellent. What kind of pizza? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Assuming this is the last area and it doesn't take a million years to get through, then I might do some paper perjury. Because I know Tuesday I had to cut the paper perjury stream short because OBS shat the bed. So if we finish early enough, I'll probably do that afterwards. Let's see. That's the plan. All right. Yeah. What character development? When we're in Vatican City, I'm like, I'm not going to use the gun. Now I'm like waiting. I don't like this gun specifically because I feel like it's hard to reload. But I've come around to it. Stuffed crust pepperoni. Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe I can get a better gun somewhere. Is it just me or is this dark? Or is it just because it's night? I can't tell if it's dark because of like there being a glitch in the graphics. I think it's just because it's nighttime and it's the lighting. We'll find out very shortly. But if I go into shadow. Yeah, no, it's not pitch black. I think that's just the lighting. How the times have changed. I remember when you said this is gonna be a gunless run, right? And then I used the gun and I was like, okay, these are pretty fucking good. I think my thing is I don't like the gun Indy starts with. Because here's the thing, right? He has his revolver. But then when I run out of bullets, it's just a fucking pain in the ass to reload. Because you essentially, I don't even remember how you do it. I think you have to like, yeah, do that. And then you have to wait for it to reload one by one. Meanwhile, other guns is like a fucking automatic. I think once I started using the other guns, I was like, okay, I'm into this. All right. Okay, so assuming this is what the game wants me to go. Oh god, these are gonna crumble. Fuck, I missed. No one saw that? That's just a warm-up. One bullet at a time, right? Starting out strong. Look, we just gotta shake it off. You know, we're warming up. Also, something that's hilarious, right, is that like in Indiana Jones, you can go back to like different areas of the game. So if I wanted to, I can just leave Gina behind and go to another area. And I think that's really fucking hilarious. We could just be like, hey, Gina, you're gonna like hold on for a second. All right. This is the real run. See, I told you, this is the real run. Where do I go? Oh, I go over here. Come on. There's no way this isn't close enough. There you go. All right, we have a broom. Maybe take the broom. Anything over here? No. Ooh, there's a guy over there. Let's sneak.
That'll do it.
Hey, you're not calling for help, buddy. Excuse me. Let's just put you here. No one's gonna see you. How is this room not broken? Alright, well, we have a map of the excavation site, which would be very useful. Oh, we're in Okay, the ziggurat of Alright, we got bandage. Ooh, hello, we got a gun. Very helpful. Oh, there's stuff here. Are there baked goods here, or is it just... I think there are baked goods here. So I can get a few of those. And then... get some temporary stamina and temporary hit points. There's something here. Letter. Sent your letter. My dearest Gerda, I miss you terribly and hope you are doing well. We are now stationed and censored. Working is hard, but incredibly exciting. I'm not sure I'm supposed to write this, but yesterday I was with Stromfarger Voss when he found... Wait, hold on. I have a perfect thing for this. Where is it? When he found... I even got a pat on the shoulder. That's how happy he was. I know you won't believe me. I didn't believe it myself at first. This discovery will shake the world. Anyway, I can't wait to come home and take you out to a nice restaurant. Send your mother and father my sincerest greetings. Love, Alwyn.
A discovery that will shake the world. Huh.
Oh, I like this. I think these are like my favorite guns, the rifles. No, said something about a landfill. Oh, you just noticed that? Yeah, that's my Go Live notification for like a long ass time. All right. I want to save the gun for when I actually need to shoot. Anyone in here? No, I think they all left. Great. Let's snoop around. Yeah, I don't know why I picked a landfill. I was just like, I don't know. Oh, I hear somebody. Right, you guys heard somebody. Oh, that someone's over there. Let's... Oh, there's a couple of somebodies over there.
Nice to meet you.
And you. Perfect. Like this.
I'll give it a try one day.
I just did, but from my memory, I remember the background used like 2 times, and it doesn't look like a landfill. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the landfill, like what. I don't know. I think I need to change it to something. I just never really changed it. I think I did it, made it that because it was like random and I just started streaming. But I just never changed it. So now it doesn't make any fucking sense. All right, let's look around. We got, man, we gotta. Ooh, let's do. Yeah, those more breads. Hell yeah. Oh, what's this? Bullets. We'll always take more bullets. Anything else in here? Oh, we got more bread. Oh, can we open this? No. I thought I heard something over here. Oh, there's a man over here. Man, they're all just rushing out there. Meanwhile, this guy's about to get knocked out.
Sweet dreams, fella.
I nearly forgot we had the gun. Nothing over here. Ooh. There's a man.
Nice and easy.
Excellent. Carry him over. Ignore the noise. Nazi soldier, ignore the noise. Where are you? Oh, you're in there. I thought bombs were like raccoons. They go through garbage. I don't know. I think that was the original intention. Can I get to this guy through like an open window? Gina! We found Gina, guys.
Don't worry. I'll get you out of here.
I didn't even need the map to find Gina. Oh god, there's a couple of guys.
Steckst du dich? Nein, Herr Leutnant. Beine, erbärmlicher Lump. Mitkommen.
Come on, just get over here so I can knock you out. I would like to not have all the Nazis in the camp like on my ass. Why is he crouching? Hello? All right. Bad news, my gun is destroyed. Good news is that he had a gun that I can use. So I think it all worked out. Okay, but it's also a new idea in my head. Do you make inventions out of Ooh, that's a good question. I think I'd be open to it if it makes a working invention. You know, reuse materials. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it would be exclusively, but I'd be open to reusing materials. Oh, a key. Storage room key. Anyone in here?
Was war das? Keine Bewegung.
Okay, and then... Oh god, he's a big boy. Pleasant materials are cheap. Oh yeah, that does also save money. Ziggurat model. Alright, anyone else? Because I saw a bell in there and I want to knock someone out with a bell. Ooh, I want to knock him out with a bell. I think it'd be funny if I knocked him out with a bell. Of course he chooses this moment to walk over here. Wait. You know, fuck, I'm gonna run right up to him. Okay, I think I've eventually knocked out enough Nazis. At least for now. Alright, let's actually rescue Gina. A storage room key. Hey, Gina. What's up?
Thank God. Can you get these off me?
I bet you thought we left you behind.
What's happening out there? What's the plan?
There is no plan, girl.
Saving you. Come on.
Saving you is the plan.
I don't need to be saved.
You are tied up. What do you mean you don't need to be
You
saved?
gotta get out of here.
Can't just leave now. We have to go after Voss.
Have you been fighting again? Oh my god.
I can't lose you.
Come on. Don't you want to know what this is all about?
She was really like, I don't need to be saved, as she was held captive by the Nazis.
You're damn right I do.
Like, I don't know, Gina, if you didn't need to be saved, how were you gonna break out? Like, tell me what your ingenious plan was.
Shooting stopped.
It's a good thing, right?
Amazing.
Over there.
That's gotta be the way inside.
Ready when you are.
Where are they going?
Voss is up there.
I'm betting on it.
Gina, where are you going? Gina? I swear to God, Gina. This is why you got captured by the Nazis. Alright, well, okay. Can I go in here to get stuff? No, this place is fucking empty as hell. Alright. Well, let's reload this anyway, in case we need to get into a firefight. I prefer not to, due to the number of men that are in here, but
Wahrscheinlich nicht.
Whoops.
alright, carry him into the 10. And then we can get his gun. What's in here?
Just looking.
Gun. Come on, Gina. We need to be prepared. What was your plan? Oh, there's a guy over there. Yeah, there's a guy over there that we should maybe knock out. Are we gonna be smart about this, chat? Oh, Gina, you see a Nazi? Where do you think the Nazi is? Hey, chat, can you see the Nazi? I don't think I see a Nazi.
Gonna get caught.
Do you see the Nazi? God damn it. Fucking useless. Gina needs, not just Gina needing to learn to swim, but she also needs glasses, apparently. No, yeah, I don't think Nazis exist, chat. Wait, is that a guy? That's a guy over there. The play here. There's a guy over there and a guy over there. I'm trying to figure out who to go for first. I'm trying, Gina. Can I get them to come over here? Okay, no, you're moving over there, so I could probably get the guy over here. Or I could just sneak on in.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, come over here. Sneak over this way. Oh god, he sees me.
Mann verloren!
Flawless. You know what? Gina, move! Jesus Christ, Gina, you're gonna get us killed. Alright. Well, now we have room to go.
I think I can reach it. Push me up.
Oh, I was wondering what the fucking plan was. Alright, how do I... Oh, here we go. Help Gina up.
Hold steady.
Yeah, Gina.
You okay?
That wasn't so bad.
Gina, after watching take out 5 guards single-handedly, you've been fighting it out. He was like, no shit, Gina. And then she's captive, and then she's like, you don't need rescuing. It's like, you can say thank you. You know you're allowed to do that, right?
I must have been working here for months.
Oh. Who got these? Did Locust get, did the Bugman get these guys? Damn. Less Nazis for us to worry about.
What is that lift?
Immer dasselbe. Nicht kämpfen. Hast du die Kerle gesehen?
Oh, we're gonna punch him, huh?
Die Kanten. Und diesen Typ trifft man leicht. Bang, bang, bang.
Flawless. Too strong, just ain't saving. You know what? You're so right. Gina could beat up an army of fucking armed Nazis with her hands tied behind her back. I should never have doubted her. Alright. I assume we go down.
This is a temple, right?
Yeah. Called a ziggurat.
You want to say something about
Place is
oh,
truly spectacular.
And old. About 2000 BC. Built by King Ornamu.
a bit of history for you guys. See, you're fighting Nazis and getting educated about ancient civilizations. Probably since they never given her help before. She's an immortal. Probably is immortal, honestly, at this point. Shame her immortality didn't pass to her sister, am I right? Alright, excavation report. Subject, summary translation from Stele S12. The translations of Sumerian carving found on Stele S12 and Antechamber F revealed interesting leads. The ancient temple, later built over by the Ziggurat of was raised. What is Gina doing? Okay. Was raised by the descendants of those who survived. One of them traveled north with a sacred gift, where they founded what would become the city of Nineveh. Perhaps this gift can still be found within the ruins of the city. I will write a report to SS Hauptamt, requesting this lead be followed up after Operation Great Circle is completed. There may be untold treasures found in Nevev, or untold power. Voss.
Descendants of those who survived.
Gina, how did he get there? Oh my god, Gina, how? Oh. She stole her immortality from her sister, and now the sister's dead. God damn, I didn't think it'd be Gina's fault Lauren's dead by stealing her immortality. That's not what I had on my bingo card. Put on such a show mourning her sister when she was behind it all along. Those like ready to crack the secret dark art. Damn, those Italians and their soul sacrifices. Alright. Oh. Oh, I thought that was like I swing and then okay. My bad. I thought that was the thing where I grab it and I like go down the wall. Alright. And then go here, here. Okay, this time I got it. Oh, that's karma thing and soul sacrifice was strictly an Italian thing. You're so right. That's my bad. How can I think it's strictly an Italian thing where there are literal Nazis here? I'm trying to get to that first one.
Please hold. Please hold.
We're so here. All right. How do I get over? Oh,
No power.
do I have to get the generator? Oh, hold on. I think I see it. Move, Gina. Do I have to jump over there? Can I even make it over there? I don't know if I can make it over there by jumping. Like, how does the game want me to get there? Because that's a... Oh, I think I just need to jump over there.
Careful.
I got it.
There we go. Maybe that's why Laura worked with a Nazi, so she could do more soul sacrificing. Alright. What am I doing with the generator? Oh.
It worked.
Alright. Then I get over here, and then do this. Boom! We're so back. What have I created? This was your doing, little guy. This is a lore you made. With great power. Oh, are we stuck again?
Something is blocking the lift.
I'll see what it is.
I mean, I see where it is. How do I... Oh, do I just climb up top? Okay. I was gonna say, how do I get out of here? How did the Nazis use this lift if there's a bunch of shit blocking
Not a
it?
problem.
Where do I go? Hmm. Is this where I needed to go? And then I just do this. Oh, I got hurt.
Have you found the problem?
Oh my god, Gina, I'm working on it.
Yeah, I see it. Here we go.
It's working.
I would hope it's working, Gina. I like the junkyard inventions more than a soul sacrifices lore. Oh my god. What if the soul... What if the soul sacrificing stuff is made from the junk? Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no,
They
these
put
are...
up a brave fight.
Locus isn't here.
Why would Locust be?
He was the one who caused the distraction so I could get you back to safety. It's all working out swimmingly.
What? You guys are friends now?
No, we're not. Yeah, I guess we are.
Damn. I thought these were Nazis for a second. I'm like, damn, Lucas did some work. And it's like, oh. Will this door just open? Oh.
Need some help.
I didn't think this door would just open. I would think I would have to do something else. As a little guy in place of magic and revenge can do magic stuff, who's to say they can? Don't limit your mind.
Oh. Madre mia.
Oh, that's a is that a ship?
Is that what I think it is?
It's Noah's Ark.
I'm sorry, the Nazis
It's
have
real?
Noah's Ark? Damn, I think the Nazis could capture Noah's Ark.
This wasn't stranded, it was placed deliberately a long time ago.
Does Noah's Ark have to do with the stones?
I don't know yet. We need to find them before Voss figures it out.
What if he already knows?
That tent. Looks like that's the only way into the Ark. No. Hey, wait!
What?
If we're both caught, Voss gets the stones. I'll go down, find a safe way through. You stay here.
No, I want to come with
stay
you.
here with the stones until I come back. Okay.
Yeah,
What if
contingency
you don't come
plan.
back?
You'll have one hell of a story to tell.
Gina, if I don't come back, get the fuck out of here. Also, rule storytelling shouldn't mix magic and technology. It's more like a suggestion, really. I mean, I did want to. Oh, I didn't want to check out an area back there. Whoopsie. Excellent. Oh, there's a guy over there. We're gonna be stealthy about this, chat. We're gonna be smart.
Was war das?
Oh.
Hey, ich seh dich.
Dreamland.
So smart. Hmm. Anything in here? Okay, there's a lot of guys there. Maybe I have to go around. Like so.
Hier ist einer am Boden.
Oh, they found their friend.
Ich bin verhungert. Was?
Oh god.
Gib lieber gleich auf. Ich muss nachladen. Hey, ich muss nachladen. Nimm die Waffe runter, verdammt. Diese Waffe hält dich auf. Er ist hier. Feuert, verdammt!
Flawless.
Mann verloren!
Oh, according to plan. Does not look for good for you. What do you mean? I'm chilling. I'm fine. Ark analysis. The hole is made of wood similar. Oh,
Pearls before swine.
I want to just get over here and we'll be fine.
Ah, da!
There we go. Perfect. I'll be back if I had a pizza. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh, please don't tell me he's dead. I was starting to like him.
I'm gonna get you out of this, pal.
I must admit, Dr. Jones.
What time for
not
Log getting a
expecting the
pizza?
Giants to attack. Gave me quite a headache.
you do to him?
Horse tranquilizer did it. Are you not impressed? You found the Ark of the Covenant, yes, but I found Noah's Ark.
What makes you think it's the real one?
Oh, come on, Indiana! Please. Isn't it time we dispense with the pettiness already? Why don't you and I have a meeting of the minds instead? Something more befitting of this glorious historic moment we find ourselves in. What I'd like to do is put the guns down.
Go ahead. I'll knock your teeth out.
Fair warning. I have mastered the lethal Japanese hand-to-hand combat art of karate.
Oh, my man knows karate.
Or I can just have my guard shoot you. Tell me, Dr. Jones. What do you know about the myth of the Great Flood?
Which one? There's thousands to choose from. You have the classic from the Hebrew Bible, the Sumerian creation myth, the Great Flood of the Chinese Ganyu, the Blood Deluge of Ymir, and of course, there's the numerous Greek myths. Well, the names of the survivors change. Noah, Pyrrha and Deucalion.
They all point to the same real event. I will tell you everything I know. And after, we'll have ample time to knock each other's teeth out.
Lots have happened since the dawn of time. Or just stories.
Well, every good story is true in one way or another. And I know one you haven't heard of. Please come. Come.
Oh, wait, that's a relic. Oh, I need to go back for that.
From an excavation in North Africa. It details the story of the flood myth and its connection to the Great Circle. The Metatron, the voice of God, was sent down to instruct a mortal man, let's call him Noah, to build a giant vessel. The Ark. The angel gave Noah 17 stones, all imbued with the power to fold the earth. Yes! 17 stones, 17 words. Each stone connected to one of the locations of the Great Circle. Noah used the stones to gather animals from around the world, and then, after the flood was over, to repopulate the earth. And the stones were left hidden at each of the Great Circle sites, under the protection of this ghastly race of giants.
Nephilim.
Yes. Some legends blamed the flood on them, so they needed redemption. But over time, the stones were lost, stolen, forgotten, so the giants formed an alliance with the Vatican to seek out and find the stones again. To keep them for men like us.
Is Fox really trying to get us to join his side?
Men like you.
Tell me, Dr. Jones, where's Miss Lombardi?
She's gone. Long gone.
That is a shame, because I have something she would want to hear.
This is Laura Lombardi, aboard the SS Comet. Boss, if you hear this, your experiment failed spectacularly. The ship is stranded on a mountain. Captain wants me to perform the experiment again, to get us back to safety. But I refuse.
Gina, I swear to God.
I'd rather die with the stone than let you have it. I hope you burn it.
What a preposterous woman. And now she's dead. For what?
You will never understand.
You know, what are you doing here?
Perdóname, Gina. Ti ho mentito.
Vall'inferno, was?
Ihr könnt jetzt reinkommen.
God, Gina, you're so fucking stupid.
Drawn to the memory of your dead sister like a rat to a stinking piece of cheese.
Er hat die Steine nicht.
Natürlich nicht. Das Mädchen hat sie. Your weakness for the fairer sex has caused you to make many questionable decisions. Da seid ihr endlich wie entzückend.
Boss, listen to me. You're messing with powers beyond your control.
Not the whip.
You should know by now, Indiana Jones. I am always in control.
Oh my god, Gina, you fucked us up. Because they were like, oh, Gina, take the stones and run so that way Voss doesn't get them. But instead she's like, oh, I'm gonna take the stones and go straight to Voss. Like, what was okay, goddamn it, Gina. Wait, Lick Hamar. Oh, we're in a new place. I mean, at least Lucas is alive. Lucas isn't fucking stupid.
Pardon me for interrupting you two little turtle-täubchen. But pay attention, Dr. Jones. You are about to witness history being made. Now, as your dear sister found out the hard way, using just a single stone is extremely unpredictable, completely useless for warfare. Now, we need all the stones.
You don't have the last one.
Inserting the stones into the wheel of the Ark and speaking the words in their correct order will grant me the power to travel to any location I want in an instant. The gift from God given unto Noah, now given unto me. Imagine this gift in the hands of the mighty German Wehrmacht. A panzer division appearing out of nowhere in the middle of Times Square, Washington, D.C., or in front of your university. Your friends, your family, your entire nation would be groveling before our feet within a single day. When you write about this, Miss Lombardi, remember Emmerich Voss, with 2 M's and 2 S's, like SS. The ish of me. O Zelaim.
Are we gonna sit through all this? There's like 17 of them. That's gonna take a hot minute. Shadowbringer. This isn't Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, isn't her hairpin like a knife?
Habek maga imbalim shavam.
Gan Shural.
Habek maga imbalim.
Avikruan. Imad Beirut.
Levet niya.
Madayara. Dream Hikme.
Levet niya.
Voss! You have to stop!
Quiet!
You don't know what you're doing!
Of course I do.
Noah was chosen by God!
Habek maga imbalim.
I can't wait for Voss to die in the stupidest way possible.
Ravem Kaal. Dovet Naim.
Levet niya.
Don't say the last...
Oh, yes. Right.
Ha! He looked so stupid.
Why are you laughing?
What did you think would happen?
No, now it's raining. Oh, poor little Voss. Oh! Please tell me he's dead. That'd be hilarious if... I told you he's gonna die in, like, the stupidest way possible. Please tell me he's dead. Because that'd be great. Oh, no. Well... It would've been hilarious. He didn't get struck by lightning, so that's great. Not the hat. God, now Voss literally just pissed off God.
What is happening?
Deluvium venit.
Do Lucas first.
You did this, though.
How? We were literally tied up.
No, Voss! This is your own doing, not mine!
Man, Voss's ego. He can't accept that he missed something. He messed up.
Everything was perfect.
Oh, okay, just in time.
To kill you all.
Voss fucked up and it's caused a new flood. But his ego doesn't want to admit that he made a mistake.
Hurry!
I'm trying!
Oh, do we get to fight him? Yes! Wait, how do I dodge?
You don't stand a chance, see? This is your fault, Jones.
No one to blame but yourself!
Oh, yeah, he has our whip. I forgot he had our whip. Oh, yeah, look, apparently Voss knows karate.
This will be yet another failure.
Oh! Don't lose to him, that'd be embarrassing. I'm not gonna lose to him.
It's time. You admit. Indiana.
Voss, you caused another flood. You've lost. Can we, like, apologize to God? Be like, hey, God, so sorry. We're not with Voss. Can you, like, let us go? We'll go home. Gina better not be fucking dead. Oh, look, two besties just hanging out. Warn me what? You know you did all this.
Just you and me, Jones.
Oh wait, are we?
End of the
I can take you on.
Can't save Miss Lombardi now, Dr. Jones. Bergman will take care of her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, poor Bergman. Poor Burger Man.
Hang on!
I did not expect that.
You need to work on.
Oh, damn it!
Are you even trying?
Josh!
Get. Good, because I could not block. Come on, please be dead, please be dead. God damn it. Alright, what do we think? Is Voss just gonna drown? Please drown. Or, oh my god, he's gonna get electrocuted? No, no. Oh, that's Lucas. Come on, Lucas, you got this. Honestly, Lucas is a real MVP. He's been trying to warn us this whole time. We just never listened. We could just left him alone. We could be teaching at the university, fully employed. Okay, is Voss actually dead this time? What do you mean that's not how it works? God damn it, Voss.
Away from there.
Voss, it's literally a flood. You want the flood to stop. Floods don't typically care whose side you're on.
You must have caused this.
Oh, goes his ego.
Move away. I will not let a degenerated monster like you tell me what to do.
Come on, Lucas, you got this, buddy.
This is my. You were warned. This is my.
If everyone just listened to Lucas, we'd all be fine. Oh. Voss doesn't look too good. Oh. I think Voss might be dead this time, guys. What do you think? Hey, thank you for the head pad. Appreciate it. If Voss comes back after this.
Focus.
Off boat now.
Yeah, how about listen to Lucas for once this entire game.
You don't know how to swim.
I know! No!
See, Gina, this is why you learn to swim. You never know when you have to jump off a Noah's Ark in the middle of a flood. Hey, it's not raining anymore. We saved the world. Huzzah! Yippee! We made it! We're alive!
Lucas.
You think you survived?
I have no idea.
Man, rip Indy's hat. Honestly.
Thank you.
The hat! The hat is also just an MVP.
I guess this is goodbye.
So come on, yeah, hat more like a fucking boomerang.
This is yours.
Laura's journal. Thank you.
Hey, you wanna stick around for a little while? I got some friends. Show us the sights.
There's a war coming. And I have a hell of a story to tell.
Oh yeah, this is right before World War II.
And I think you will be too busy chasing the past.
I don't know.
Oof.
Think I could make room for other things?
No, me. Not now.
Yeah.
Much at stake. Adios, Rambo.
Oh. Poor Indy. Yeah, I think Indy needs to like work on himself more, you know, maybe go to therapy or something. Not get fired.
Jones!
Oh my god, not even with Laura. Damn, they can't even get one last kiss for the road. Come on, come on. Give us one. Oh yeah.
Yippee! Find me when all of this is over.
Yeah. You know, the Second World War.
Maybe we can have that fancy dinner!
Hence why all the Nazis. Nawal! Oh my god, it's Nawal's plane! Yeah, no wonder it's called the Laura. So basically, Indy might have a chance after the war's over. The music! Oh my god, we did it, chat! We've beaten Indiana Jones in the Great Circle! The choppy made me miss the kiss. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hopefully the stream wasn't choppy. You can always watch it back in the VOD. Alright, well, that was like only an hour, so obviously, not gonna end stream here. Probably gonna do some paper perjury to make up for the fact we barely did any Tuesday. Can I skip this? There we go. Oh, this is probably like, this comes to the main story of Indiana Jones. Okay, so I guess I can like, if I wanted to, I can like go and do extra stuff. I might just do that off stream though, because there are some achievements. Let me switch the game. So do paper perjury. God, what do I do for stream title? To tally up the final. What do you mean the final numbies? God, what did I do for stream title? I'll just do this and then set it. Put the controller away. Okay, and then let's start up paper perjury. See, will it do the thing? Oh, I remember. This is the one where it doesn't launch for some reason. I have to figure out why. But I do have a workaround. Yes. Here we go. Man, what a tonal shift from fucking Indiana Jones to paper perjury. Different device. Oh yeah, because I played on my laptop, I think, right? Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, before we continue, I'm gonna use the bathroom 1 second. I'm only gonna be gone for like a second, so I'm not gonna do ad breaks. I'll do an outline on this though. Just because of the background. Outline color. Here we go. Alright, one moment. Alright, I'm back. Want to change, but hey, you complete your first action game? Yeah, my first action game on stream. Definitely not gonna be the last. I need to find a good one. But yeah, I honestly really liked Indiana Jones. It was like a lot of fun. I can definitely see why it's highly regarded. God, I need to tell Soma I finished it. He recommended the game to me. Alright. What was I doing? Because I know... I'm trying to remember. I know we figured out the truth behind the brakes in the guy's car. Can I get a recap? Okay, here we go. Maybe 5 weeks ago on March 14th around 2 p.m. Okay, but this is about the car. But we... Wait. No, this is in the past, because the mechanic isn't in here. Hello? Hold on. Wait. Hello? This was 25th. What time is it? This is... Yeah, this was today. Do we have to start? Oh my god. Okay, Please tell me we met the landing. Oh my god! It didn't say. Why did I not save my progress? Alright, well, okay, I'm gonna blaze through this. God, we have to meet the landlord again? Yeah, I'm just going through this. If you guys want to find out what about this, then you can just watch the VOD. Orphanage, doo-doo-ba-doo. How did it not save? I thought I saved it. Did I not save it? Alright. At least there's a skip option. I don't know, do you guys want me to go through it all again? Okay, I'm trying to remember. And then we travel to the garage. Oh. Let me get more evidence here. Oh. I get to talk to them individually. Oh, I don't wanna... He passed every audit. She did magic stuff. Here we go. Now I think we can move to the garage again. We meet Meg. We get the statement. We talk to her. She's a mechanic. We talk about the brakes. Bill. And then orphanage. And then we examine the scene. Stuff about the car. Rope. Tools. A dolly. Spray paint. And then the ladder. Okay. Do I go the alleyway yet, or is it... Okay, so I have to go... I might have to go to the garage. I think I have to review her statement. Just fine-tuning some things. Oh, yeah, she didn't notice any major issues. However, car brakes. She ordered car brakes on the day. And I think she's gonna say that they were for her. You ordered them for your own car. I think she said that the brakes were worn out from overuse. However, I think card says... No, Meg's car. According to Miss Card, Meg finished rebuilding her new car 2 weeks ago on April 10th. So she couldn't have worn them out from overuse. Took place before then. Couldn't even use... Yeah, she couldn't even use her car, so the brakes couldn't have been overused. I don't remember what she says after this. Rebuilding already had brakes. Oh, she was... Yeah, she said that the brakes were already worn. Okay, and then we went to the alleyway. Alright, we meet Doughboy, who's a little fucker. Okay. And then we talk about stuff. About Meg. He's gonna say... I think he said you didn't know Meg. Thought it'd be funny. 1:30. He said 1:30 he did it. However, according to Meg's statement, she was working on Bill's car till 1:45. So he couldn't have been there, else Meg would have seen him. And then he's gonna say he didn't know Meg, but that's not true because the spray paint has his initials on him. Sorry I'm like blazing through this. I did this last stream. We travel back to Meg's. And then review statement. I ordered them online. I went to pick them up when you got off of work. However, that's not true because Noel... I don't know. I think it's used car brakes. Here we go. Meg requested Friday to buy replacement car brakes around 1 p.m. He never delivered them. We paid a visit to Doe, Friday Noel. Claims he asked him to pick up those brakes for you just for the accident. Got into a big fight. He left with them. You didn't pick up those brakes. Tells the truth. Okay, I think this is her confessing. Please, Meg, don't keep lying. It was an accident, I swear. What happened? It was me. I broke the brakes. Steering wheel of the car must have been putting my weight on the pedal. Thought it'd be fine, but I ended up snapping the bridge in half. I asked Fry for help. He left with them. I tried using metal glue to repair them temporarily. Oh. Thought it'd be fine, but he just drove off. And then we went back to the station. Oh, I remember where we left off last time. We talked to the guy in the office building. I think once we get to the guy in the office building, I'll stop fast forwarding through a bunch of stuff. Talk to Chandra. And then I think this is when we... Yeah, here we go. Okay, then we talk to Lowell. We meet Lowell. Okay, discrepancy. We found out that there's discrepancy. I chose don't reveal. I'm gonna keep the same choice just for authenticity. Oh, so now what? I think it's time to go have a chat with Mr. Eubank about this. Be sure to be conscious of confrontation. Okay, and this is where we left off. Okay, we're good. So now I'm not gonna fast forward. Now I'm actually going to pay attention. This must be the reception desk. There's a place behind here for someone to sit, but the receptionist must be gone. Hey, look, there's a bowl of candy back here. I'm sure they won't mind if we swipe a couple pieces. Hey, you can't just run around taking things without asking first. You're a detective. You have to set a good example for everyone. What if the candy's an important clue? You never know. This probably doesn't even taste good. Free candy never does. You're no fun, Justy. Okay, yeah. Sorry, chat. I had to like fast forward through all that. I just didn't feel like doing it all again. I apologize. If you want to like see it not fast forward, you can always check out the VOD. There's a vase of pretty yellow flowers here. I think it's fair to say Mrs. Eubank put these here. She really seems to like yellow flowers. I remember seeing similar ones at their estate. She says they represented optimism. How do flowers represent such abstract things like that? Like, who looks at a flower and decides what they represent? I think it's a bit more complicated than that. Hold on, I wonder if there's any cheesy lines attached to this. May our prophets bloom as beautifully as these. What can I say instead? Right, the logo. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It must be the company's logo. Looks like a giant E in the shape of a skyrise. That's kind of clever. God, I hate corporate logos like these. They're always so plain and uninspired. Just meant to be inoffensive and easily remembered. I don't think a corporate logo needs to be much more than that. That's fair. We're in the heart of Azure City now. I don't think I've ever been around here before. Oh, well, this whole area is primarily the financial district. There's not much here except for offices and corporate headquarters. You can't see much from down here, but the higher floors have great views of the city. Hey, Lowell, you think you can give us a tour of the upper offices? I don't remember what voice I did for him, so I'm doing a different one.
No.
Well, it was worth a shot. There's also lots of comfy looking furniture in here. Well, they aren't as comfy as they look. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we check the cushions? You never know what sort of clues you might find. Are we actually gonna find a clue in the cushions? All I found are some coins and a faded receipt. Oh, score! I got an unopened piece of gum. I'll trade you for the coins. Deal. There's a vending machine in the other room. There's enough here for a snack. Sucker. Oh my god. Alright, talk to him. So, Mr. Ledger, what exactly do you do around here?
As I said before, I'm the assistant to the president. I assist him in all of his roles. If there is something he doesn't want to do, he delegates it to me. Admittedly, often smaller administrative tasks.
Sounds like you'd rather be doing more.
Of course I would. My position wasn't easy to land. I have no intention of stopping there. I'll continue climbing the ladder as far as I can go. Perhaps one day I'll be the one running the show.
You seem pretty ambitious.
Ambition is a driving force of progress. If we just accept where we are in life, we never go further. I know that firsthand. My family was like that. Always saddled in it, never striving to be better. So I did something about it. Got my degree in business. I did everything I could to get to where I am now.
I don't think that's a fair assessment. A lot of people don't have access to those same opportunities. No one chooses to end up that way. It can be a very difficult thing to get out of, ambition or not.
There's always a means to an end. If only you are brave enough to pursue it, good things come to those who deserve it.
Oh, I remember this dialogue. I think we left off at we talked to him about all this stuff but we didn't examine everything. You said something earlier about a president?
That would be Anton Chambers, my boss. He's quite the ruthless businessman. It's easy to tell he got his position. He never is afraid of risks, never shies away from seizing opportunities when he sees them. In a way, I try to do the same. Business is sink or swim. You either make it or you don't. Eventually, you have to realize that sometimes your success has to come at the cost of another's. You might think it's cruel, but that's just how the world is. Those who deserve such success are those who don't shy away from reaching it.
What awful way to look at things. I mean, you can be just as successful at undermining others in the process.
That sort of a naivete won't cut it here. Eubank Investments only hires those who are willing to do whatever it takes.
This is the sort of people who fills the business world and think the gods didn't stand management. True. What can you tell me about Eubank Investments?
We're one of the most successful real estate investment firms this side of the Azure Bay. Our company is behind a lot of the city's recent major developments, including the transformation of the Sunrise District. Recently, we've even begun expanding our plans eastward, past the Juneau Mountains.
Sounds like the company's doing very well then.
We've routinely broken our projected revenue, and that shows no sign of stopping. Business is good. Of course, that's dependent on the continued success of our developments. There's been some recent trouble, but it's nothing we can't turn around.
Recent trouble, huh? I'm sure it's nothing, but I'll try to remember that for later. Okay. Let's go to Eubank Estate. Alright, new content. To think I'd be back here again. It almost feels like yesterday. Toasty! Toasty, no! Ah! He's barreling towards us. Ah! Gotcha. Oh, the child! Oh, hi there, Fee. Long time no see. Mrs. Gina, Miss Sophie, you're back. It's nice to see you again, Fee. How have you been? Well, Toasty and I really miss Oliver and Chandra. Father's making me clean my own room now. It's not fair. Talk about spoiled. And we don't get any more of Oliver's extra special curry. Don't worry, Fee. There's plenty of curries in the world for you to enjoy still. So, are you guys here for more hide and seek? Not this time. We're here to speak with your father. Is he around? Oh, he's in the office. I'll take you there. That'd be great. Thank you. All right, let's race. Oh, wait. Now I should make a game out of it? Well, I better hurry there. There he is, back in the lion's den once more. Father, the nice police officers want to talk to you again. Oh, I need a voice for him. Let's do this one.
Thank you, Fee. Why don't you run off and play now?
Okay.
So, it's you again. Just how many times exactly are you gonna invade my home before you're content?
Hopefully this is the last time. We need to talk to you about the Klaus charity.
This nonsense again. What is it now?
I thought you should know. Chandra recovered from her injuries today.
I'm quite aware. We just had her dismissed from our employment.
She claims you've been embezzling money from the charity.
You?
Hey, don't get mad at us. Those are her words. Regardless, we want to ask you what you know about BG Turtles LLC.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of that in my life.
As if. We know you stole Chandra's documents on it. Why don't you just come clean already? We've already caught you.
I am going to consider your words very, very carefully, clerk. I can have you blacklisted from every job in Azure City and beyond.
Now he thinks he can threaten me? Whoa, no need for that. Let's just all calm down. Fully returned pizza. Also, what the fuck? That super robot man voice? Ha! It's the voice changer. We aren't accusing you of anything at this time, Mr. Eubank. We just want to hear from your side of things.
Are you really going to entertain the baseless words of that snake?
Yeah, I've been using this to kind of like save my voice a bit. What do you guys think? It would be irresponsible for us not to look into it. Besides, if there's nothing wrong with your statement, we won't bother you again.
Sorry, but this is the last statement I'll give to you.
Something tells me this won't be the last time he gives to us.
Every year, our company fundraises money for the Klaus charity. After the money is collected and counted, it is stored here for safekeeping. We are making arrangements to transfer money to the Klaus orphanage when our little incident happened. Because of that, all the money we collect is either still there or in your possession.
According to Owen, all the fundraised charity money is stored in the cash at the Eubank estate. He denies any of the money was missing. So that's what he wants to claim, huh? If it's alright with you, we'd like to go over that with you in more detail. In the meantime, do you mind if we poke around a bit? Don't
overstay your welcome.
Alright. A little jarring but entertaining. Alright, let's investigate before we talk to him, because obviously we know some of the money's missing. But I want to examine first. What's up there? The History of the World, Part 0. Shouldn't it be Part 1?
That newcomer's history before humans were only around for less than a fraction of this planet's life.
This thing is huge. Have you read the whole book?
Cover to cover. Though now I only go back to specific portions of it. After all, how we inhabit a world that we don't truly understand. If you read it, you might learn a thing or two as you go back into Prodigal's horizons.
Right. Maybe I'll check it out another time. What's down here? Where in the world is carbon dioxide? Isn't this a children's book?
It was Faye's favorite when she was younger. I used to read it to her every night. She's going to be a wonderful scientist someday.
Scientist? What about the family business?
I prefer she follows her own path, rather than my footsteps.
Wait, is he actually a good father? Says a guy who wants her to be a scientist. What's on here? Fiesta Fantasy... Oh my god, not Fiesta Fantasy soundtrack. Stop snooping around.
Sorry. Stop snooping around.
I keep forgetting right click is pause. Sorry. Though, is that video game music?
What of it? Fiesta Fantasy has some of the most beautiful music I've ever listened to. The 6th game is where the composer truly shine.
I didn't mean to offend. It's just surprising is all. I always figured you for the type to listen to classical music all day.
I can't stand classical music.
I guess you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. What about you, Sophie? What kind of music do you like? I've been listening to some of the classics lately, like the band White Keys and Black Stripes. Have you heard of the one-hit wonder Take You Out by Gavrilo and the Black Hand? No, I haven't. Give it a listen. His other works are great. You should have taken Oppie on one song. Everyone seems to have their own musical tastes. Maybe I should expand my own beyond indie rock and coffee house jazz. Alright, then the lamp. Do you mind if I turn on this lamp?
The room has sufficient light and be a waste of electricity.
Then at least open the curtains a bit more.
The light vision was perfect for my taste, equal parts moody and hopeful.
Is he a vampire? By the way, why is your office here and not at Eubank Investments?
I have an office there, but for this one for more private matters. The walls and ears, you never trust them. That's why the most important matters are discussed here.
Sounds like paranoia to me. Alright, let's talk to him. Oh, let's talk about the other statements before we review the statement. I heard Eubank Investments has a president. What can you tell me about them?
It would be my compatriot, Anton Chambers.
What does he do exactly?
As president, Anton handles all the day-to-day management of the company and our business ventures. Recently, he secured us numerous new property developments. In essence, he is the beating heart of the company.
Huh, so I guess you just sit around all day and collect a paycheck? Ha, he didn't like that. I assure you, my role involves a lot more work. As CEO, my responsibilities revolve around our company's future. With it, I carry the very soul of Eubank Investments. Sounds like me, you're just the ideas guy.
I'm tired of this discussion. Drop it.
I think I poked a nerve there. He was programmed to be a good dad. He was. He might be a shitty person, but he's a good dad. Do you know anything about the car accident that happened at the college orphanage last month?
I heard about it, yes. Thank the gods, no one was harmed. Too shit about that car, though. A classic like that deserves a better death.
It's not quite dead yet. Bill's having it repaired.
As you know, now it costs them quite the penny. I can hardly imagine I can afford such a thing.
Now that I think about it, how did Bill wind up with the money? I should ask about it later. It sounds like you and Bill are acquaintances.
We've met before, obviously. Apparently, my company has a lot of ties to the orphanage. But our relationship is strictly a professional one. I don't have any connection with him otherwise. One of my trips to the orphanage, he happened to show me his car, a real beauty that was.
So you don't know anything that goes on at the orphanage?
Afraid not. Our only dealings at this stage involve the charity.
Does that sound like I'll get anything useful out of him on the topic then? Alright. Let's do this. Where's the one where he says all the money? Because of that, all the money we collect is either still there or in your possession. Okay, let's save. Where's the one, the charity money? Here we go. Approximately $25,000 are unaccounted for from the fund raised money. Evil robot, good father. Indeed. Mr. Eubank. I'm sorry to say, but that's a lie.
What are you talking about?
We already checked the numbers. There's around 25,000 alms missing from the charity money. Of course, you already knew that, didn't you?
I don't know anything about that.
I think he does know something about that. Tell us what you did with the money.
That money was accountable perfectly. Your clumsy officers must have miscounted.
A likely story. Unfortunately for him, I already have a good idea to where the money went. I just have to show it to him.
I'm sure you make a better explanation. Take a look at this.
So what? It's like 25,000, right? Roughly 25,000 alms were transferred from the charity fund to a shell corporation, BG Turtles. According to your former maid, Chandra, those 25,000 alms were transferred to not to the orphanage, but somewhere else entirely. A shell company, BG Turtles LLC. And would you look at that? The amounts match perfectly. You stole the money, didn't you? BG Turtles is your company, and you try to hide the proof. Of all the places to steal from, your own charity? You're stealing money from an orphanage.
Enough of this. I will not stand here while you make up slanderous lies about me. You want the truth? I'll tell you the truth. Your sloppy investigation. You've overlooked several things. First of all, I already stepped down from my position at the charity. All I do is store the money. All of its decisions are made by my associate, Anton Chambers. The money was transferred before he even reached me. You can confirm that with Anton.
What? Apparently, the Klaus Charity Board recently voted to have Owen Eubank step down from his position as director, and his role was transferred to Anton. So is Anton Chambers doing the embezzling? I thought for sure he was the culprit. So you claim. All right then, Mr. Eubank. We'll go confirm this with Mr. Chambers. But if this story doesn't match what you told us, we'll be back.
Do what you must. I have nothing to hide.
Where can we find Mr. Chambers?
You should be in his office right now at our headquarters, here. Show his business assistant Lowell. He'll take you to him.
Thanks. Alright, when you're ready, we'll head there, Justy. Alright, before we go there, I want to make a quick pit stop back to the orphanage to ask about how the director of the orphanage affords a fancy car. Oh, I guess you have to go straight to Eubank Investments. Can we not just go to the orphanage again? Okay, oh, hold on. What did I have for him? I think I had this one.
Ah, you two are back again. What do you want now?
Hello, Lowell. Thanks again for that information you gave us earlier.
Is that all?
Actually, we're here for something else now. We need to talk to Anton Chambers.
Really now? And what business you have with him?
Does it matter? We need to talk to him.
Well, as I told you before, he's busy.
Still, this is important.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Unfortunately, his business is more important. So why don't you just sit tight till he's done? If you don't like that, then I'd be happy to book an appointment.
The nerve of this guy. Hey, Sophie, can't we just force him to let us talk to Anton? Unfortunately not. It's better that we just wait here a bit. There's gotta be a way to get him quicker. Maybe I can show him what Owen gave us. Alright, can I not... Okay, I guess we have to do this first. Owen's car, here we go. We just had to talk to Mr. Eubank.
And?
I think you should take a look at this card.
Mr. Chambers' office on the 6th floor. If you follow me. I thought you said he was too busy.
I thought you said he was too busy. Oh, let's just go along with it, Jesse. This is our chance. Right. I still can't shake that feeling. Is Anton our culprit? Or does this conspiracy run deeper? There's only one way to find out. And it lies beyond the office door. Deep breath, Justina. Alrighty, here we go. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Mr. Chambers, 2 detectives are here to speak with you.
Now been upgraded to detective. Okay, ooh, what voice do I do for him? Wait, hold on, guys. Do you see Anton has a fucking gun here? He's packing. He's packing heat. Damn. I guess if you're the president of a company, you can pack heat. It's Machine from Invisible, and yes, that's his real name. Oh my god. Let's try this one.
I'm busy right now, Lowell. They can wait.
Unfortunately, sir, it's rather urgent. Take a look at this.
Thank you, Lowell. You may go.
Yes, sir.
So, you and the office have been causing us so much trouble recently.
Nah, that's Detective Hunt. He can't keep his head out of anything. He just want to help an orphanage.
Then why are you here to bother me exactly?
We're investing in the Klaus charity.
Investigating? What possible reason could you have to investigate us? We are but a humble charity.
One of Mr. Eubank's former staff claims that some of the charity money is being embezzled. He's got a big iron on the hip. Don't you got a big iron, Ibo? Oh yeah, no, I got a big iron wrench, not a fucking gun. One of Mr. Eubank's former staff claims that some of the charity money is being embezzled.
Do you have some proof of this, I presume?
We have enough to suspect some foul play. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Chambers?
If you must.
Alright, let's investigate. These are some imposing bookshelves. Let's see, there's a bunch of Born Business books and Solar Wars Rise of the Space Bears.
That's a sci-fi classic right there. It's a thoroughly combustible form when he goes on to epic galactic quests and finds the unlikeliest of allies.
I think I've heard of this before, but I thought it was a movie.
Indeed, this is a novelization of it. I'm a huge fan of the entire Civil Wars franchise, movies, books, and all. Some people think they're a bit cheesy, but the world itself is very exciting and nuanced.
I see. Oh my god, he's a Solar Wars fan. This is a very fancy looking chair. Is this real leather? This thing must have cost a fortune.
It's been a long time in this office. It's only right I have the best chair that money can buy. The chair is only as strong as its weakest link. If I have a subpar chair, it would be uncomfortable to sit there. This is definitely leads to subpar work, and I don't tolerate subpar work.
I think you get a decent chair for a lot less.
You can't put a price on quality. This chair will last a generation. My successor will be able to sit in this very same chair. I guess I didn't think of it that.
I guess I didn't think of it that way. Ah, since if I scroll down, it looks just above the rules he ordered a large. What? Do I have a? I plead the fifth. Hey, look, a chalkboard. Hey, let's forget about that. Look, a chalkboard. I don't like this chalkboard. Why not? It's covered in numbers. It makes me feel like I'm in math class again. Oh, come on. Math class wasn't that bad. I think it's overrated. Don't get me wrong, I like the logic problems we sometimes get, but staring at a bunch of numbers just makes my head hurt. I preferred art class. Is something wrong? Art class and I never got along. I always want to get done quickly, so I botched about every project I did. One time I thought I made the cutest little clay pot. When it was fired, it completely fell apart. I think her approach may have been a bit flawed. Wow, you got quite a view of the city from up here.
It's the best view of the financial district you can get here. With it brings me joy, I like the powerful imagery of skyscrapers dotting the horizon. It's a testament to humanity's power and determination.
Walking on the street, I always saw these buildings as imposing over me. But up here, it feels like I'm on top of the world. If you like the views of the city, I have a secret spot I like to go to when I need to clear my head. Maybe we can take you there sometime. Ooh, we're going to secret spots? Ooh, we're progressing quite nicely here. I would love that. Alright, talk to him. Okay, Eubank Investments. So you're the president of Eubank Investments?
That I am, but the company would be nothing without me. Not to discount all his work, of course. But if that man got his way, his company would be half the size it is now.
Sounds like you two have some disagreements.
Business is cutthroat. You either sink or you swim. Without direct and impressive action, you'll fail you'll fall short of competition. Who doesn't understand that, however much of a skilled negotiator you may be, never follows someone to the bargaining table.
Maybe it's just me, but everything this guy says feels a bit ominous. So, you're the head of the college charity? Why do you run it, not Owen?
I wouldn't follow himself with too much on his plate. I, however, don't mind the extra workload. I took control of the charity several months ago. Owen, of course, retains the ceremonial role in the organization, and he orders to fundraise money himself. But anything that happens to the funds themselves falls under my purview.
So what Owen told us is true. However, that just means Anton here is the one truly responsible. Maybe I should have a chat with him about the missing money. What can you tell me about the college orphanage?
We helped set it up, and the charity benefits it. Well, I think the cause is noble enough. I think Bill's a bit misguided.
Misguided?
The ship went to like that, no place for children. I think it's time that Bill looked for a more suitable location. But of all the property in the city he could choose, he still always sticks to this one.
Hey, it's not that bad. Plus, Bill got his reasons for it. Besides, what else would that motel be useful for?
The motel is not what matters, it's the land that it sits on. It's situated on property gold line. That land can be much better use. And it will be already transferred to new luxury townhouses and condos. A plethora of Azure City's finest would look nothing more than some of their families next to the White Hall. And what about the kids in the orphanage?
What about the kids in the orphanage? Don't they deserve to go to Whitehall too?
How simple-minded of you, I would expect you to understand.
What's that supposed to mean? Alright, missing money. Mr. Chambers, we wanted to know, have you been embezzling money from the college charity?
Coming out swinging our way. What a preposterous accusation.
25,000 alms are missing from the charity money. If you're the one who runs the charity, then I imagine you'd have some knowledge about this.
A word of advice. Never shoot unless you know what your target is. Yeah, I know I have no money. I had to transfer to another company. What was the name of it? BG Turtles.
So you admit to taking the money?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I never said I took it. Bill Klaus asked me to transfer it.
What? What are you talking about? Wait a second, Bill asked you to?
Surprise, I thought you would have figured this out already.
Hang on, why would Bill ask you to transfer the money there?
It's not my business to know. He says I needed to pay off some expenses. Now, I shouldn't tell you this, but if both the charity and the orphanage sign off on it, it's perfectly legal. So long as the money is used to pay the orphanage expenses, of course. As far as I'm concerned, once the money is transferred, it's Bill's responsibility.
That may be the case, but do you happen to know who owns the company?
You sure you want the answer to that? I don't like what you find. But I'll tell you, as long as not this little charade, Bill Klaus owns BJ Turtles LLC.
Oh, what? Oh my god. Hello. Hey, we just found out that the orphanage director is embezzling money.
I must say, I didn't know about it myself. My assistant Lowell did some digging, that's how I found out. Sounds to me like you don't know who old Bill is, but she just thought you did. Now, what it makes it very clear you too. All my dealers here are nothing but above board. We have nothing to hide. So, if you want to run accusing the name of embezzlement, sounds to me like you should be talking to Bill about it, not me.
Bill, he never told us anything about this. That can't be right. Surely he has good reason. Sophie, what do we do now? I don't know. I wasn't expecting this at all. Red is gonna like this. Let's head back to the station. We can regroup there. When you're ready, let's go. Right. Alright. Travel to the police station. Well, that's not shocking. He seemed like a cool guy. Wow, coming in swinging, I see, huh? There's just no way what he said is true. Gods, I hate this. I'm with you there. Our work is never easy. So what's next for our detective in training? I'm just a humble clerk, but I hate to say it, everything's pointing to Bill as the one behind the embezzlement. We should head back to the orphanage. Good, you're back. I finished taking Mac's statement. How did it go? She cooperated perfectly. Now it's up to the chief what happens next. He wasn't very happy about the case being reopened without permission, but I explained the situation to him. He's willing to make an exception in this case. The three of you really need to be more careful. I can't keep covering for you like this. I'm sorry. Meg, I wish you had told me the truth from the start. Hey, Sue, I'll make it up to you. Let me handle the paperwork for this case. Well, that's the first time you've ever volunteered for paperwork. Given that my clerk is awfully a detective, it's all yours. Great, let me see the file. I'm gonna be buried in a pile of paperwork if this is over, aren't I? Somehow all this is still bothering me. Sue, I'll finish the paperwork later. I want to go look at the car again. I swear, you detectives never make my life easy. Just get it done by the end of the day. Thanks, Sue. Come on, Meg, I'll take you back on Zephyr. I got a motorcycle helmet with your name on it. Heck yeah, I've never ridden in a motorcycle before. Don't worry about me. I already got my own. I pray to the gods she can handle Zephyr better than me. I'll take Sophie to the garage so I can show her the car. I wish you luck. Now for me to find Detective Hunt. Alright, let's do this voice for him. Then I punched him in the face!
You are always good at that.
Detective? Who did he punch? I can explain. Do I even ask? Yeah, who did he punch? Explain then. I was talking about punching someone in a fighting game. It started right before you came in. Remember that after closing night of the musical we did in high school? We went to the arcade for the after party and you beat me in front of the rest of the class cast.
That doesn't count. You were worn out from all the singing and dancing. You're normally too good at fighting games.
Hang on, you did theater? We both did. Bill was our top singer, and I could win any dance battle thrown my way. I just can't see you anything less than the detective. I'm getting carried away. I need to talk to you outside, sir. Huh? Oh, sure. I'll be right back, Bill. Duty calls. Is something wrong, Miss Assistant? It's about PG Turtles, and you're not gonna like it. Sophie and I were investigating the charity, and well, according to them, Bill had the money sent to BG Turtles, which he owns. If that's true, then Bill's our culprit. You know, I don't trust the Eubanks, right? I do. And you think they're telling the truth? As much as I hate to admit it, I think so. There's no one else it could be. Then, let me take care of this.
Everything alright, Ernest?
Listen, Bill, we didn't really come here because of the accident. We're investigating claims of embezzlement surrounding the orphanage. Does the name BG Turtles mean anything to you?
What about it?
You mind explaining your relationship with it?
I have nothing to say.
You know I can't just accept that. Answer the question, Bill. Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
And if I don't?
Then we'll have to discuss it further at the station. Mr. Assistant, bring the car around. I have a few things to say in private. I don't think... Please, Justina. Yes, sir. You're so... Who is this? Is that someone close to the victim, but taking money from business is usually the boss, sometimes it's the money manager. Oh, just moving the car. What's that look on your face? Maybe some magic can cheer it up. We have to bring in Bill for questioning. We believe he's involved with the embezzlement. What? Well, can't say I'm surprised. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not surprised how quickly you changed your approach. First you go after my husband, and now Bill. I never said your husband was guilty. He was just a suspect. My husband's always been innocent. You're grasping at whatever you can. Unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss all of it. We need to go. It's true. Bill, what happened?
Sorry, but I'm not speaking to anyone without a lawyer.
That's quite all right, Bill. I'll take your case if you let me.
You think I'm innocent?
We worked together for years. You've always put the children before anything else. I'm sure there's no big misunderstanding.
In that case, I accept.
I'll be heading to the station then. Don't forget about me. I'm coming too. What for? Bill's my friend. I don't ever do such a thing. I'm not gonna let you arrest without giving me a chance to get my statement. In that case, you bet join us in the interrogation room. I'll ask you a few questions anyway. This is gonna be a long day. Kinda looks like Trucy from a new Ace Attorney game. Yeah, she's like a magician like her. So I can see the similarities. Once again, I was headed to the interrogation room to finish this case once and for all. Detective Hunt didn't say anything to me the whole ride back. I'm worried about him. I don't know if he can lead an interrogation like this. Only one way to find out. Birds looks hot, not gonna lie. Right? It's a shame that I think she's behind the embezzlement. That's my current theory. But she does. I see it. I took the opportunity on the way here to reorganize some of my notes. Hey, Detective Hunt? Yes, Miss Assistant? Are you sure about this? I'm worried about you. Bill's your friend. You shouldn't be here. I appreciate the concern, but I have a job to do. That comes first. I won't let our friendship get in the way of finding the truth. Don't worry. You're a real interrogation room veteran at this point. We'll solve it together. Red. Sue told me what have going on. Are you seriously going through with this? I am. Red, he's your best friend. He is, but I knew what I was doing when I signed up for this job. This case isn't just about Bill. Eubank Investments is involved too. If I don't do it, no one will. I have to see this through to the end. Red, let me handle this. I can question him. Sophie, I admire your tenacity, but you haven't handled interrogation before. I don't think you're ready. Actually, sir, I think she's ready. All this time, she has been improving herself. Without her, we wouldn't even be here. We would have solved the clear case without her. Not to mention, she could have just taken the easy route and arrested Doughboy, but she didn't. She knew he didn't do it. And she was the key to figuring out Bill's involvement in the first place. Let her have this, sir. It's time for you to step back. Justy. Besides, I'm a real interrogation room veteran, remember? I'll be there too. Ha! Guess I've been outvoted. Never thought I'd see my own assistant tell me to step back. Alright, fine. The room's yours. I'm counting on you two. I won't let you down, Red. Jesse, did you mean all that? Oh yeah, I'm also shipping Justina and Swift so hard. Like, look at that face. Of course I did. You're a phenomenal detective, Sophie. You just need a chance to shine. It'll be an honor to conduct this interrogation room with you. Alright, let's go. God, they don't get together after this. I'm gonna riot. Right behind you, detective. Man, 5's a crowd, am I right? I think we might need a bigger room. The legal capacity of a room this size is 6 people. You're more than welcome to leave. Tempting, but I want to see this case to the end. How about we get started? Let's see. Interrogation room basic step 1 confrontation. Detective confronts the suspect directly. Mr. Klaus, we have evidence that shows you've been embezzling charity money meant for the orphanage. What kind of evidence? We found proof that 25,000 alms fundraised by the Klaus charity were redirected to a shell corporation BG Turtles LLC. According to Anton Chambers, Bill owns BG Turtles and he requested the transfer.
I swear I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, my client does own the company. He hasn't broken any laws. That money doesn't belong to him. How can you possibly defend that? Hang on, Jesse. I haven't gone to step 2 yet. Step 2, establishing a motive. The detective tries to determine the motive for the suspect's actions. Swift and Jesse might be a really good ship. Might. They've gone out for drinks before. Justina's rode on the back of her motorcycle. Do you see the way they look at each other? They have nicknames. Swift calls her Justy. I know your job isn't the highest paying, but stealing money from children's wrong.
I would never steal from the children.
Now, I'd like for you to explain why you have the money transferred, Mr. Klaus. Go ahead, Bill, just like we talked about. Gosh, please get us a step 3. Alright, what we got?
All the money that was sent to BG Turtles was used to cover costs incurred by the orphanage, which I had paid for out of pocket.
Hold on, why would you have to cover things out of pocket?
The Klaus orphanage income comes directly from donations from private or public entities like the Klaus charity. Last month when I was reviewing the accounting, I realized we were short around 25,000 alms. We simply didn't have enough money to cover our costs. I either had to fail to pay rent or pay for it myself.
So they just suddenly came up short? No way that's true. It was a way to
quickly pay myself back while I waited for the full donation to arrive.
Is this something you've done before?
In all my years as a director, this was the only time. We've never been short on cash like this before.
I can assure you there's nothing wrong with what my client did. Extraordinary times call for extraordinary measures after all. According to our research, BG Turtles started doling recently. So, I suppose it does line up neatly with the facts. Bill's pretty good at the whole accounting thing, you know. Is that true, Bill?
Sure is. I was a public accountant before I started the orphanage. I was pretty good at it too. I was almost top of my class.
Almost? He lost the top spot to some girl named Penny Ira.
I would have beaten her if I didn't get sick a week before finals. I would have studied harder.
And I thought my sister couldn't let go of grudges. He paid the orphanage's rent from his own account, and then came with BG Turtle's idea to cover it. To your knowledge, has Bill ever done this before? If you pick a card, I'll tell you. This is a police interrogation. You have to answer the question. On the contrary, neither party is here to obligate to answer your questions. Yeah, what she said. Maybe bringing Annie here is a bad idea. As the transaction was used to cover the orphanage's own costs, nothing criminal was done here. Release my client immediately. Hold on now, even if that's true, we can't just... Either you charge my client or you let him go. Under national law, you cannot detain him without a charge. I know it's all fun and games for you while you play detective, but my client has done nothing wrong. I will see to it that his rights are upheld. She's not kidding around. I've got to find a flaw in his statement and fast. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. A ledger from the orphanage expenses from last month totaling 15,000 alms, all of which are paid for on time. But the money stolen was 25,000 alms. So what happened to the 10,000 alms? Oh no, that's not right. Oh wait, no, that is true. I got caught off guard because the music didn't stop. Actually, Mr. Klaus, that can't be true. According to your own records, your expenses last month didn't exceed 15,000 alms.
Obviously, I used the money to pay for the rent as well. That ledger only covers our other expenses. Where did you get that anyway?
So you're claiming you used it on rent money. Got it. Fine then, Mr. Klaus, just return your statement. There's gotta be a problem with that explanation. Should I pay for out of pocket? Rent payments. Oh, according to Annie, all the orphanage rent payments in the last month are paid on time from the orphanage's account. But he's saying he paid for it out of pocket. Sorry to say, but that's a lie. And this evidence proves it. Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought I had it. Is that all? I don't know what to tell you this just, but yeah, that doesn't prove anything. Let me try again. Oh, here we go. He paid the orphanage rent from his own account.
How embarrassing.
This is probably what I needed to do. She's saying he paid for it with his own account. However, he paid for it with the orphanage's account. Here we fucking go. I was on the right track. It was just a wrong statement. Unfortunately, Andy, that's not true. According to your own statements earlier today, the orphanage's account has always made rent payments from its own account.
Annie doesn't know what she's talking about. Look, the expenses got a bit mixed up and...
I thought you were pro at this whole accounting thing. Annie, when they asked Bill to testify, they meant only him. I didn't do anything wrong. She's the one with the evidence. Detective Swift, I request that Annie Card be removed immediately. Sorry, but she's a key witness in this case. I'm gonna keep her here. Please, for the love of God. Annie, don't speak unless you're spoken to. Look, I get it. I'll stay quiet. If you pick a card. Back on the top hand, if you didn't use the money to cover your rent, what could you possibly need it for? What do you have to say for yourself? No, that's too mean.
This is all big understanding. The money was used for a completely different purpose.
And what purpose is that?
I'll clear this whole thing up. Let me explain.
Alright, what's the explanation, chat?
All the money I had transferred was used to cover a maintenance expense for the past month.
25,000 alms just for maintenance? Isn't it a bit high?
There was a lot that needed to be done, and the cost balloons fast. I ended up asking a lot of Meg, and I wasn't gonna let her work for free.
What sort of costs? My client is under no obligation to list everything he paid for. If you want to litigate every expense, go ahead and get a warrant for it. Hey detective, do you think you can get a warrant for that? In order to obtain a warrant, you have to present a case to a judge. You need to explain that you're searching for and provide justification for the relevance. I don't think it's going to help us either way. I'll just depend on evidence I already have then.
There was a storm that moved through last month that caused a lot of damage to the property.
I knew there was a storm last month, but how could it have caused that much damage?
It's an old property, so it takes a lot to keep it maintained. Annie can attest to that much.
Yep, if it weren't for Meg handling the maintenance, that place would have fallen apart by now. Hang on, you're telling me Bill has to cover rent and maintenance?
As part of the orphanage's lease agreement, they agreed to help maintain the property in exchange for much...
Sorry, she's not Bill. As part of the orphanage's lease agreement, they agreed to help maintain the property in exchange for much cheaper rent. Considering what they are asking for, it was a good deal.
The costs normally aren't too high, but the storm set us back a lot.
I guess that makes sense. Let's continue.
We weren't expecting the increased cost, and I needed to have the repairs done quickly.
And what you're saying is true. Why did I not mention this before? Financial information will only be discussed on a need-to-know basis. Disclosure of sensitive information will put not only the orphanage in trouble, but also the children as well. Think of the children. Yeah, think of the children. I suppose so.
Therefore, I had no choice but to cover the cost myself and then pay my back through BG Turtles.
Why did you not just wait till after the fundraised money was transferred?
I'm the director for an orphanage, and I only take a meager salary. I can't afford to spend money like that. I had bills I needed to pay.
Then why not get a loan? What is wrong with you? Stop badgering my client. There's nothing wrong with his actions. Yeah, stop badgering him. Sorry. Alright. Maintenance expenses. Storm caused a lot of damage. We're expecting increased costs. Needing to have the repairs done quickly. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not entirely sure. Wait, he was saying this was other expenses, not rent? Transfer was used to cover the maintenance expenses for the last month. Maybe this is when we present this? There we fucking go! Sorry, Bill, but we already know all your expenses for the past month, including the maintenance. The amount that was used this month is far below the missing 25,000 alms.
How do you know that?
I found the orphanage's ledger when I was searching your room. Hey,
Hey, I never said you could look
do
through
that. Detective, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but you can't use that evidence that was obtained illegally. On the contrary, Bill told us directly that we could search his room. I should have to tell you this, Ferris, but you don't need a warrant. Consent's given. Is this true, Bill?
I didn't think they would.
This is why you consult me first before you talk to them. No matter how we got it, the money couldn't be used to cover maintenance costs.
There's a good reason for that. I gave the money directly to Meg. The money reimbursed her for the parts and labor she did.
This doesn't make any sense. Something isn't adding up here. Any ideas, Detective? I think he's telling the truth. Somewhat. I think the real question should be asking is there some other reason Bill would be giving Meg money directly? Any other reason Bill would be paying money? That must be. Why would he be paying her money? Oh wait, what about Bill's car? Here we go. It's a rare model and parts are expensive and difficult to come by. No. Another reason, I thought maybe he was paying Meg money to cover the parts for his car. Oh, maybe this one where it's like Bill has since hired her to repair the car for him. As it turns out, I know exactly why you were paying Meg money. She's been fixing your car for the past month. You had to pay her for work she did. Well, that's quite the claim. My client has insurance. Why on earth would he need the charity money to make those repairs? Ha, that's easy. Let me show you. This is why Bill needed money from the charity to repair his car. Where there's a letter from Bill's insurance company disputing the claim for damages on this car. Inside Bill's office, I found a letter from his insurance company. They disputed the damages on his car and denied the claim. I doubt Bill had the money on hand to pay for the repairs, especially with his meager salary. Therefore, I think you stole the charity money in order to pay for your repairs. Now, hold on just a second. My client did not steal even a single alm of the money. And even if what you're saying is true, so what? His usage of money is perfectly fine, as I'll explain to you now. An ironclad defense. I'll concede to you one thing. My client did, in fact, repair his car with that money. Oh, I didn't mean it. Okay, hold on. I'll skip. I meant to question the first statement. Give me a second. Here we go. My client did, in fact, steal. Okay, here we go. Why did you not tell us any of this sooner?
I'll consider it a maintenance expense. It was, after all, maintenance on my car. We really did have a lot of storm damage. That's why I had to have the money transferred from BG Turtles. We simply didn't have enough funds to repair all that and my car.
If your insurance did cover the repairs, would you have said a BG Turtles?
Of course not. I had no need for the money. Ironically, I almost got tricked into workers' compensation insurance when making it.
What do you mean? Our country requires all businesses to hire full-time or part-time employees to have insurance in case of on-site accidents. Bill is saying that he almost paid for it despite BG Turtles not having any employees. You should know this, Jesse. Did you not read all the paperwork you signed before starting working here? No, I just signed my soul away. Bill must have been really determined to go through all that. However, the car was just as much the orphanage's car as his own. How so?
How do you think I picked up groceries and supplies for the children? How do you think I carry them around wherever they need to go? Doctor's appointments, sports games, dental visits. That car's absolutely vital to the orphanage.
I suppose that makes sense. Continue.
I use that car for everything. Without it, I'd be screwed.
What about public transportation? You don't need a car to get around the city.
Please, public transportation here sucks. It's too unreliable.
What's wrong with our public transit? Our bus system's great.
If you miss a bus, you have to wait half an hour for another. If a bus breaks down, then what? You're simply out of luck and have to walk. I'm rolling to depend on my own driving rather than leaving it to the wheels of fate.
Well, he's right. I was late to my high school a few times because of that bus. He considered the car repairs a maintenance expense, so he had some of the charity money transferred to cover it. Was that plan really the only way to fix your car?
It was the only method I could think of. Every other option would have taken too long or be impossible. I simply had no choice. When you lack the means to pay for it yourself, you're willing to do anything.
Anything implies both legal and illegal, I wonder. You will find us perfectly above board. Now let my client go. Nothing about this whole affair seems above board to me. I don't think Chandra would risk your job over some perfectly legal transaction.
Who's Chandra?
She's the former maid of Eubank Estate. She's the one who found out that the money was being sent to BJ Turtle. She was fired for her actions, you know.
I didn't know any of this would happen.
If she really thought something was wrong, she would have told us herself. Her actions say more about her character than yours. I think he really feels bad about it. Okay. Let's see. What do I... Everything's above board. Okay, any money used can only be used to pay orphanage expenses, and they're saying it's for maintenance. Expensive and difficult to come by. Let's see. Everything's above board. Hmm. I just gotta think. Hmm. Can only be used to pay for orphanage expenses. Let's see. Hmm. Use that card for everything. Without it, I'd be screwed. I wonder... He could take Meg's car. Wait, hold on. When did it? Oh no, it was March 4th. Okay, so March 14th was when the crash happened. And then her car was repaired on the... Wait, April 10th versus March 14th. Okay, no, he couldn't have taken Meg's car. Prepare his car for him, which he almost finished. I don't know. Oh, I just guessed. Okay, how am I correct? Ferris, it seems like you forgot what you told us earlier today. Charity money can only be used on anything directly related to the orphanage. It also cannot benefit someone at either charity or the orphanage directly. His car belongs to him, not the Klaus orphanage. That directly violates the national charity standards. The real purpose of PERJURY Turtles was to hide the money so he wouldn't get caught in his next audit. I can't believe you, Bill. That money was raised to the kids, not your car. Luck for the win. That's what I was wondering, because I was thinking it was this, right? It could only be used to pay for the orphanage expenses. But I'm thinking, but I didn't think it was this because they're saying, oh, he uses a car to do stuff for the orphanage, and I thought they were claiming it was an orphanage expense.
You win. I give up. Paris, you did your best to help me. Thank you. But there's nothing wrong with what I did. I use my car every day for those kids. When Rena was sick, I took her directly to the hospital in my car. When Lloyd wanted to visit his father and he missed the bus, I drove him in my car. That car was just as important to the orphanage as you and me.
Okay, my question is, why isn't there an orphanage car? Then this whole thing could have been avoided.
But the government would never see it that way. This was the only way.
Ferris, you knew this, didn't you? I did what was best for my client. I've known him for years. He would give an arm and a leg for those kids. If he says it was necessary, I believe him. So that's why you defended him. Bill's a good man. I don't want his reputation ruined. Annie, you agree, right? I did before coming in here. What he did is wrong. I'm not going to defend his character anymore. Annie.
No, she's right. I was wrong. No matter how I spin it, this is all done to fix my car. Detective Swift, I'm sorry for lying. Let me at least get my full confession.
I think we skipped towards step 8, but if you're sure, the room's yours. Bill Klaus's confession. The full truth, in quotations.
I confess, I had Anton send the 25,000 alms to my own company, BG Turtles.
Why did Anton agree to the transfer?
I don't know. I came up with a massive plan to convince him, and he just agreed. I just counted myself lucky.
Have you worked with Antoine at all before he took over the charity?
No, I only met him this year. Mr. Eubank stepped down.
No further questions. Carry on. Did she figure out something?
By doing so, I was able to circumvent the law and avoid an audit.
Ferris, what would have happened if he got caught in the audit?
It would be a breach of fiduciary duty, and Eubank Investments would pursue legal action.
We would demand that all compensatory damages be recovered and demand his resignation as a trustee. Come again? She means he would have broken a trust and she would want the money back. Come on, Jesse, you should at least know basic civil law terminology. I went to college for art, not law. Clearly, my knowledge of color theory isn't gonna help here.
I swear, that may have been my car, but it's Young-sung here with the orphanage.
You mentioned some examples earlier, but this single car is that important?
When Rena got sick, if I didn't have my car, it would have taken an extra 30 minutes to get there. 30 minutes of waiting and wondering if she was ever going to recover.
Surely she would have recovered.
I take the health of the kids very seriously. She was ill. Those extra 30 minutes seem small to us, but as a kid, they feel like forever. It's not just that. You know how many groceries it takes to feed the entire orphanage? I can't just haul that on the bus.
I think that answers our question. Thank you, Bill. If only that kid hadn't loosened the brakes on your car. That kid, you mean Fry, right? Yeah, that's the one. But Fry didn't touch the brakes. He left too early for that. Hang on, Annie. Why do you think they went after the brakes? How would I know? I never met the kid. I see. What's she thinking? They didn't move me in this mess at all. I guess the gods work in mysterious ways. Don't bring the gods into this. This is a work of a person, not a god. It was divine force. How else would you explain it? Not the eye roll. By that logic, why else are we here?
Unlike us, Annie is a Red Locust follower.
She thinks the gods
interfere with us by divine intervention.
Divine intervention, my foot. We were created to live our lives our own way. The gods don't toy with us in attempted murder. How about we save the religious debate till after we finish? Right, sorry. Okay. I want to go to what Annie said here. Maybe I have to go to connected state? No. Broken brakes. Meg claims she accidentally snapped the brakes on Bill's car. Here? Why does she think the kid did it? Annie, I seen the brakes were loosened. Everyone knows the brakes are the reason for the crash. Nobody ever reported how the brakes failed. In fact, Meg told the police recently that she had damaged a brake pad. So why did he say the brakes were loosened? Well, I just guessed. I don't think that was the case at all. In fact, the brakes were loosened. Wait, they were? Remember when I said the brake incident was bothering me? I looked back over the car with Meg, and we discovered the brakes were loose. No one told me this.
Are you saying Meg didn't cause the car crash?
I don't think she did. The brake pad was damaged in the crash. But someone else clearly intended to cause the accident.
Detective, you don't really think...
Bill, we can finalize your confession later. Annie Card, you are hereby under arrest for the attempted murder of Bill Klaus. You don't have to speak to us, and you're free to have a lawyer present during your questions. But at this time, you're not free to leave. What a turn of events! Because I was like thinking, I'm like, Man, we're almost done, but we have like all this stuff about Magic Cabinet and like the car and the window that we haven't used yet. God damn it, we shouldn't trust the magician. I guess I have a phone call to go make. I shouldn't have any need for the evidence related to the embezzlement anymore. I'll consolidate my evidence to just the accident case.
Good work, you two. We're a couple of first-timers, you know well.
Excuse you, but I'm a third-timer. But really, Sophie deserves the credit. Without her, we'd have gotten nowhere. Oh, please. You're the one slamming the table. I just helped out. I guess you want your case back, Red?
As much as I would love to jump back in, it's not my case. The car crash is always yours, Sophie. So go on, finish what you started.
I can't do that. The case would have gone cold enough for you. You deserve this.
Listen, Sophie, you didn't learn not every case you work on will be solved. Sometimes the evidence is destroyed, sometimes a lawyer will have it thrown out. In those cases, you have to accept that life won't always have the answers. So when there's a chance to try again, take it. You may never get the chance again.
Thank you, Ernest. Well, one case down, one more to go. Who's talking? Mind if I cut in? Ooh.
Detective Swift, I'd like to say, if she really is the suspect, I want to give my side of the story.
Certainly, whatever you can give.
Thank you, Detective. In earnest.
You're the biggest idiot I know, Bill.
Detective.
But I know you don't have an evil bone in your body. We can talk later. For now, we have to wait for Annie's lawyer.
I'm taking over Annie's case. You are? It's for the good of you bank investments. I'll need a moment to speak with her before interrogation. This?
It's going to be tricky. Bill, can you think of any reason Annie might try to harm you?
Of course not. We worked together for years. Besides, I was with her the whole day. She never had a chance to mess up my car.
Is that so? Well, good luck, you two. You'll need it.
Thanks. Gods, how does anyone expect me to stop 2 cases in one day? You knew it? You knew it right away, little guy? So is Ferris just gonna be everyone's lawyer? Dearly beloved. Hey, I think that's the wrong book. Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to... Sorry, wrong page. I just love the idea that she's also prepared to officiate a wedding at any time. Miss Card, as we have explained earlier, you are being held under arrest for aggravated assault and attempted murder. What do you have to say for yourself? My client denies any wrongdoing. After all, I think you're forgetting one important detail. You had a suspect the whole time, frying oil. I was wondering about that. Bill, did you see anyone running away from the garage before you started driving?
Well, no. Annie was the one who saw them.
I did. I didn't explain that. Annie Card's statement. First trick, a suspect from nowhere.
That day...
Oh, wrong one. That day, I was at a meeting in my office with Bill till 1:50. Can you tell me your whereabouts before the meeting? In my office, practicing my magic tricks. The meeting started at 1:30. Do you have anyone who could confirm this? I guess not. We'll have to take your word for a hefty grain of salt. Meg was working on the car up until before the accident, so the brakes couldn't have been loosened before the meeting. I was the first one to leave, and that's when I saw the kid running from the property. You were the first to leave? I thought it was your office. Well, yeah, but I had some other stuff around the property I needed to get done. And what were you doing during that time, Bill?
Well, I was trying to hurry out, but I had to collect my things first.
That makes sense. Continue. At the time, I didn't know why he was there. Why didn't you stop him? Well, I figured this might just be a friend of one of the kids. Meg also has people running around a lot. I didn't see a reason to. I only considered it suspicious after the accident. Oh, hold on one second. Okay. Fair enough, let's move on. But he must have been there that day to sabotage the brakes. Did you see him run the car at any point? I mean, not directly, but he was running away from the garage. Then how are you certain he did it? I mean, who else could it have been? Besides, there's not much other reason for him to be running away like that. Pretty suspicious if you ask me. The only thing suspicious here is your story. Oh yeah, he confessed to it too, didn't he? While it is true Fry claims to have caused the accident, he later confirmed as to have no involvement. He only took credit because he thought it made him look cool. Have you ever heard the expression, the simplest explanation is the most likely? It's clear that upon learning of the potential consequences of his actions, he decided to rescind his confession. As it stands, he has both the motive and opportunity to commit the crime. Annie is an upstanding citizen. She hasn't been arrested once in her life. Who are you going to believe? A known criminal or a woman trusted by all who know her? Not the eye roll. Quite the speech, but not an ounce of it's the truth. I know for a fact Friday commit the crime and I'll prove it to both of them. Alright, must have been that day to sabotage the brakes. What about, to visit the orphanage around 1:30? But she said it was 1:50. Oh no, not that one. You couldn't have seen Fry leaving. While Fry does admit to being in the orphanage, he left long before you would have seen him. Okay, I do like how, like, there's, like, the right one, there's one that's obviously wrong, where someone will say that's not right, but then there's ones like these, where it's like, it's technically kind of true, but it's not the one you're looking for. I do like that. How naive of you. Do you really think he's telling the truth? It's obvious that you lingered there longer, and then he sabotaged the brakes. My client saw him then. You'll need better evidence than that. Crap, she shot me down. The speed of the time when Fry was there won't work. Yeah, I like how there are like moments where the game's like, I see what you were doing here, but that doesn't prove it, and here's why. Let's see. The letter? Hell yeah! Actually, Annie, we already know why Fry was at the orphanage that day. Fry got a love letter, supposedly from Meg, who invited him to the orphanage at a very specific time. 1:50 p.m., which just so happened to be right around when you claimed to have seen him. However, Meg never wrote the letter. It was a fake. Someone else wrote the letter and sent it to Fry. Someone who's familiar with Meg's life. Someone at the orphanage. Why on earth would someone forge a love letter? You're grasping at straws here. Simple because someone wanted them to fall in love. Someone wanted to play a prank. Not a prank. I think someone wanted to frame Fry. It's obvious someone wanted to pin the crime on Fry. Someone who knew they'd seen him at the exact time. Oh, did it zoom in slightly? Oh, that's cool. The zoom in's so cool. The only person who could have forged the letter, and the only person who claims to have seen Mr. Noyle fleeing the scene, it was you, Wanny Card. You sure do love your wild stories, but it's just that. A story. Oh, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Don't get me wrong, you spun quite the narrative. But it's all circumstantial. Do you have anything actually concrete connecting my client to that letter? Not the zoom out. She's right. I know Annie wrote that letter, but no way of proving it. Unfortunately, the letter was typed, so we can't do a handwriting analysis. You see, Annie, they don't have anything on you. You'll be out here soon. Besides, my client never went anywhere near the garage that day. That's right. I was in my office the whole day. Bill was there with me, so he can attest to it.
She's right. We had meetings all day when the kids were in school.
Then let's start from the beginning. What were the meetings about? Anton Chambers came to visit us in the morning. The three of us spoke about the future of the Klaus orphanage. Anton arrived around 12:30 p.m. Bill arrived at 1 p.m.
To put it simply, he was hoping I would move locations. At the time, I told him that move was not negotiable. He left right around the same time I did. Move the Klaus
Move the Klaus orphanage. That was never brought up till now. I should keep that in mind. I can also ask him about it later. Let's see. When a suspect claims to have an alibi, press them till they break. We know the breaks had been tampered with during Meg's break between 1:45 and 2 o'clock. This card. Please give us your statement as to your whereabouts during that time period. Let's see. Second trick. Any cards? Mundane meeting. I never left my office until after the meeting had ended. You never stepped out of the office at all? Not even for a break? Nope. I didn't take a break till afterwards. You're telling me you had meetings all day long, never left for the bathroom? Trick of the trade, so to say. Whatever. I don't think pressing on this will do any good. Anton and Bill were there as well, so they can confirm that. Bill, can you verify Annie was in her room the whole time?
Yep, we were there with her the entire time. Not unless she managed to clone herself.
Detective, maybe we should confirm with Anton? Why do you need him to tell you the same thing twice? Bill saw us the entire time. That's all that matters. But he already lied to us once. He's an unreliable witness.
Hey, I'm right here.
I don't think Bill has a reason to lie to us about this. I'm sure there's a more solid path elsewhere. Me in itself, all we did was talk business, nothing unusual happened. That's pretty vague. Can you clarify what counts as usual? All we discussed is the future of the orphanage and our partnership. Like I said, we spent the whole time talking, nothing noteworthy happened. Unless something other than talking happened, my client just had standing meeting. Keep that in mind, continue. There's never a moment where the two weren't watching me. I doubt they spent the whole time staring at you. Maybe you distracted them and you slipped out. How long do you think it would take to sneak into the garage and sabotage the brakes in Bill's car? I can guarantee you it would take long enough for someone to notice you was gone. Now, how about you stop wasting our time and move on? She's ruthless today. Oh, she performed a magic trick. But what statement? Oh, all we did is talk business, nothing unusual happened. But you did a magic trick, and maybe that magic trick gave you time to mess with the brakes. Oh, we're cooking with gas. Nothing unusual happened. That's weird, because that's not what you told us earlier. Earlier today, you told us about your meeting with Bill. And it just so happens you told us about a certain event that happened during it. Namely, you said you showed off your new magic trick. That doesn't sound like business to me. I always perform magic during my meetings. Magic is that part of business.
She wanted to show us a rope trick before our meeting ended. I protested, but Anton was interested.
What kind of rope trick? It's pretty simple. A member of the audience would tie my hands with rope. I walk inside a cabinet, and a moment later, I would walk out with the rope undone. Aha! No one saw you till after you entered the cabinet. You could have snuck out then. You can't be serious. They would have seen her if she just walked out of it.
She was there for a bit, but she was clearly struggling to do a trick. After all, she kind of failed at it.
It's true. I couldn't get the rope off, so I had to give up. Still had my hands tied when I came back out. That's what I get for not practicing enough. Oh, wait, what? Bill, is that true?
Yeah, I tied her up myself and Anton confirmed it was tight. When she got out, she saw her hands tied. Anton had cut it to free her. Pretty tight too, so I cut it pretty short.
Annie's bindings. Before entering the magic cabinet, Bill tied Annie's hands tightly with the rope, then Anton checked it. After she exited, Anton had to cut the ropes very short to free her hands. Et voila! Your case crumbles once again. For the entire length of the meeting, my client was either watched by those two witnesses, or she was inside of a box with hands tied. So you see, there's no possible way that my client could be guilty. Detective, I demand you release my client immediately. No way, it can't end like this. Hold on, let me check Red's notes. By cabinet, you mean the one near the door, right?
Yeah, that's the one. He's used for a lot of tricks.
I see. Wait, isn't there something about the cabinet? In that case, I'd like to hear a little more about the trick itself. The back of the cabinet has a hidden door, and there are wheels beneath it to allow it to be moved easily. Ooh, we could escape out the back. Is that really necessary? This is my interrogation, now conducted as I see fit. Now, Annie, if you don't mind. I can give you the basic rundown, but remember, a magician never reveals their secrets. Any card statement. As part of my trick, my hands are to be bound tightly before I enter the empty box alone. How does the audience know your hands are really tied? Maybe you just pretend to have them tied. In case you've forgotten, Bill himself tied the rope and Anton confirmed as much. It'd be impossible to fake that. Well, maybe the trick is that she never really entered the box. She just made them think she entered it. Nah.
No, she definitely went in the box. We were watching that pretty closely.
Fair enough, I guess. The audience then watches the box closely, which is sealed tight and locked. Bill, were you focused on the box the whole time?
Not by choice. I had to wait the whole time. I surely would have noticed if she came back out.
What part of the box were you watching?
Well, the front of it.
And you're positive the door was locked, right?
I couldn't open it, that's for sure.
Thank you, Bill. There's nothing inside the box and no other means of escape. I know what it is. I'm just gonna question all the statements just for the dialogue. How can you be sure the box is really empty? Maybe there's a secret compartment that you hid tools inside of. Nope, no hidden compartments. A likely story. But voila, a few months later, Maggie Shawn appears having escaped the bindings. How in the world could that be possible? Magic, of course. Magic isn't real. Yes, it is. He'd take that back. If you really could do magic, how can we fail to do the trick? Well, I hadn't practiced enough, so I wasn't able to perform it. Admit it, you're not a real magician. Detective. Alright, everyone calm down. Let's just continue with your statement, Miss Card. Or, well, that's what was supposed to happen, but I couldn't get out of the rope. So if he couldn't do the trick, how did he get out of the box? I had to bang and scream in the cabinet to get them to unlock it and let me out.
It was pretty awkward. She was so insistent that I had to see this trick. She made us wait over 10 minutes while she struggled inside before she gave up. I tried to tell her to speed it along because I was in a hurry. She just ignored me and kept trying. I'm glad she gave up when she did.
How do you know how long it took?
I was in a rush to get to City Hall, so I was checking the time every second until she came out. I wanted it out the moment she finished.
Come to think of it, why were you in a rush to leave that day?
There was a public hearing for the Building Inspection Commission on the new building standards. I want to make sure none of the new regulations apply to the Klaus Orphanage. If I had to update the building, I want to know as soon as possible.
They have that at City Hall? Come on, Jesse. Azure City has public hearings at least once a month, usually more. It's common knowledge. I don't suppose any of those hearings would be very interesting to me, not unless they started doing art workshops. Okay. The one where it's like, there's nothing in the box, no other means of escape. However, there's a compartment in the back. Boom. Fucking boom. Actually, there was a way you could escape. There's a false panel in the back you could have exited through. That's the secret of your little trick. Stop ruining the magic. I'll concede that she has a secret way out of the box. However, have you forgotten where in the room the cabinet was? It was right up against the wall. If she did escape, she'd be stuck. But the cabinet wasn't flush with the wall at the time. And how did she leave the room? The only exit is the door, which would have been spotted. Unless you're about to propose you use magic to leave the room as well. Did you, Annie? If you pick a card, I'll tell you. Drat, this is going nowhere. That panel's the only way she could have left without being seen. There has to be a way. She gotta think. Oh, there are wheels underneath it to be moved easily. She moved it, the box? What if she had moved the box beforehand? After all, it's only been a month. And no one knowing where it was the same spot as it is now. Bill, do you remember where the room the cabinet was?
Not really. She tends to move her furniture around a lot, so it's hard to keep up.
Then Justina could have a point. We have to show an area where she could have put the box that would allow her to leave unseen. Where the cabinet could have been, it must be probably in front of the window, right? Because she usually lead out the window. There's exactly one spot the cabinet would have been that would allow Annie to enter and exit the room unseen. And that place is the window. Think about it, the cabinet would have blocked the view. She could have slipped out of the back of the cabinet through the window into the garage. Then when she was done, simply sneak back in, pretending like her trick failed. Even if the cabinet was placed in front of the window, how explain the rope around her hands? She couldn't just open it and jump out while tied up. It's obvious, isn't it? She really was able to untie her bindings. Her trick worked, just not in the way anyone expected. Annie, tell them how your trick really works. I can't do that. Magician never reveals. How do you escape the bindings? I'm supposed to have to purposely tie the rope in such a way that I could slip my hands out. I thought it was good enough to get out of the ropes anyway, but I failed. And there you go. While it was possible to escape the bindings, she could only do so if Bill had purposely tied the rope in a way that enabled it. Bill, did you do such a thing?
No.
There you have it. Unless you want to claim the box had hidden blade inside, and he couldn't untie herself. Drat, she's gonna fight me tooth and nail, every single detail of this. If that's the case, let's hear Annie's statement on the matter. You really don't know when to give up, do you? I didn't come this far just to give up when we're so close. If this case is dead in the water, I want to sink with it. If the detective is up for it, so am I. Go ahead then. Waste our time even more. You're supposed to help me. Don't encourage them. Let them flounder. They can't prove any of this. She's nervous. Annie's getting nervous. Fine, but this is the last time. Annie Carr's statement, the final act, Maggie Shaw's impossible escape. There's no way I could have escaped that rope alone. Is there really no way? Maybe there's something in the cabinet we haven't found yet. Detective, I think we should... Oh, no, you don't. If you can't prove this, then you should let my client go now. Fine, I'll stick with what we already know.
For what it's worth, I checked inside the box before she entered. I can attest it was completely empty.
Bill would have had to tie in just the right way. Antoine would have to have not noticed. Can you tell me how your hands are tied?
I had both arms behind my back and wrists were bound tightly together.
It was so tight I couldn't use my hands whatsoever. I'm getting the facts mixed up. It's safe to say that unless someone helped her, she wouldn't be able to escape that box or those bindings. I wonder, is it possible that someone helped her? The only way out of the box at that point would be cutting it. Bill, did you make sure she didn't have anything on her? Like any tools or blades?
I did, yes. She had nothing on her. I can't see any way she could have cut the rope after she entered the box.
I wonder, is there a way she could have cut the rope? But even if I did cut the rope, it'd be too short for me to tie my hands to again. Maybe you were able to tie the rope back together again.
No way, she handed me the rope and she was done. It looked like it had been cut once, when Anton cut her free. I wouldn't know if she reused the same rope.
Speaking of which, were you able to confirm that the rope was still tied the same way?
Anton cut it perfectly soon after she came down. I didn't have a chance to look.
So she was tied up with your knot, but could have come out with any knot. It's not like there's any extra rope laying around for me to use. Oh, that's a lie, but I'm gonna question first. You could have gotten that rope from anywhere. Maybe you hid it somewhere on the property. Maybe she escaped the magic. As long as we're throwing out the conjecture, anything's possible. Let's face it, Annie's innocent. Unless you can show me where she found the hypothetical rope, you got nothing. If you're so confident in little hypothesis, let's take it to court and see what the jury thinks. I wonder, there's a place you could have found rope. Yes, there fucking is. Because, if we recall, a box in the garage has rope that Meg has. It was originally one long spool, but there was frayed rope when we saw it. So she must have switched the ropes. Actually, Annie, there was extra rope lying around. Meg keeps a box of rope in the garage, which just so happens to be the place you were going to anyway. This is ridiculous. How can you prove any of that? You know, something was bothering me since I found that box. It was full of short pieces of frayed, tangled rope. They would have been completely useless. The way the rope looked, it was almost as if it came from someone cutting up knotted rope. That doesn't prove anything. The rope could have come from anywhere. Hang on, I'm not done. Meg also said something else that was interesting. There was supposed to be a long spool of rope inside, but when we looked it was missing. Almost as if someone took it. And I know exactly who that person was. Then how did you explain how Annie got the rope off in the first place? We already explained it was impossible for her to untie herself. It all comes down to this. A final piece of the puzzle. How did Annie escape the bindings? When did Annie escape the bindings? Maybe after, because there was a tool in the garage that helped her. If she escaped the box first, I need to explain how she was able to exit it with her hands tied. I need to show a way that she could have freed herself while outside. Hmm. Hmm. Not the beans. Let's see. What happens if we do... Well, obviously not before she entered the box, right? If she escaped while inside the box, then she needed one way to cut herself loose. If beforehand, she would have had to do so without anyone noticing. Someone in that room helped her. Okay, so basically, if it's this one, then I have to prove that someone helped her. If it's this one, I have to prove that she cut herself in the box. And if it's this, I have to prove how she escaped the box with her hands tied. And then how she cut it. Did someone help her? How did she get herself off of the thing? I'm making a save point. I guess Anton could have helped her. Because Klaus is saying he didn't help her. But maybe Klaus did, but I have nothing to suggest that Klaus helped her. Or... Okay, so... Do I have anything, though, that's cut? I don't know my gut after she escaped the box. No, I don't think that's right. Be an answer. Or maybe, she was working on Bill's car, so maybe there are tools around. How did she get out the rope? What about while she was in the box? No. I mean, if we're saying Anton helped her, the only thing that has Anton's name is Anton's the bindings. Here we go. Anton was the last person to check Annie's bindings before she entered the box. He also had a knife on him, as we established, meaning he cut the rope before Annie entered the box. Anton, what are you? That doesn't... It's obvious that the two of them were working together. That's ridiculous. You can't prove any of this. You can certainly pay Anton a visit to see what he tells us. We only need one of you to talk. So how much do you trust him to keep his mouth shut?
Detective, I don't understand. Why would Annie attack me? She had no reason to.
Actually, Bill, I know exactly why. Attacked you was the two of them working together. She wanted the orphanage gone. Yeah, I think she wanted the orphanage gone because she was saying how she wants to travel the world and do magic, right? So I think they work together because Anton wants doesn't want the motel to be there. Annie doesn't want the motel to be there so she can do her magic. And Anton doesn't want the motel to be there so he can make condos. So she wants the orphanage gone. As much as I hate to admit it, I think she wanted to scare you. She wanted you to move to the orphanage to a new location so she could set up this plan with Anton to make it happen. After all, Anton was pretty interested in buying it. Oh.
The motel isn't what matters, it's the land that sits on it. It's situated on the property gold line. That land could be put to much better use. The whole area might be transformed into new luxury townhouse and condos. The public authorizers to these fires would put nothing more than solely families next to Whitehall.
That's not... If I want him out so bad, why not just evict him? I'm his landlord after all. Come on, we both know that wasn't possible. And this explains why. The Klaus orphanage cannot be evicted unless for unpaid rent. Your contract was ironclad. There's no way they could force you to leave. You'd have to do so willingly. So their plan was to either scare you into leaving or kill you.
What?
Ready to talk, Aunt Annie? Or should we go pay Anton a visit now? If you talk first, it'll make your life a whole lot easier. Oh, she's going red. Yo, is she attacking us with cards? A good performer knows when to throw in the cards. Fine, I confess.
Annie, why? I don't understand. We worked together for 5 years. You helped raise the kids as your own.
If you just decided to move out, I would have done everything to help. But you wouldn't do it. You're too stubborn for it. I didn't have another choice. I thought if I scared you and the kids, you'd leave. What better way to do it than have you hurt? And the funny thing is, it worked. It worked.
After the car accident, the kids were scared, and I agreed to the move. I thought Meg caused it, so I played along with her story to keep her safe. I knew for a long time that a motel was no place to raise a child. A more conventional home would be better, and that was the straw to break the camel's back. So I agreed to move further away on the condition that the students could at least finish their semester in May.
I see, so then why do you want him to move? When I first inherited the motel, I had a few offers to buy it, but then what? Live off that money for a few years and go get a real job? At the time, I had no goal, no motivation. Bill offered me something no one else could, a chance to do something good. So I took it. I figured that even if I died, at least I had some kids to help some kids have a better life. Then I discovered stage magic. I had something I was not only good at, but something I wanted to do. But then I was trapped in a place I could no longer sell, when I needed money more than ever to perform my magic around the world. That's when Anton came to me and offered a way out. He gave me the deal of a lifetime. He'd buy the property for enough money that I could finally pursue my dream. All I had to do was get Bill to sell. That little! We did not agree to any of that. If Anton agreed to buy it, he was going to round us completely. He can't make promises like that without informing me. He said it was a prime real estate. We just needed Bill gone. You have any idea what the hell you two are doing? If the public finds out about this, it would ruin you big investments. How is that what she's worried about most? Bill could have died.
Why? Why did you tell me what was going on? There had to be a better way.
If you could have just paid the same amount, I would have sold you the whole place. But you couldn't. I had no choice.
I can't believe this, Annie. What are the kids going to think? Could you really look at Meg in the eyes and tell her that your career is worth more than my life?
I took the calculated risk that you'd be driving too slow for that to be dangerous. His life isn't a calculated risk. You think that I defended you. I believed in you. You know something, Ferris? I never liked you. Oh, tell her, Annie, tell her. Me neither. There's something with Ferris. God, there's something about Ferris. It just rubs me the wrong way. Oh. You act all high and mighty, like everything in life is fair. But if you stopped working right now, where would you be? Living it up in a mansion, doing whatever you want. If I had your money, I could be free to live my life however I want. And would it be worth it, knowing that it comes to the cost of those kids' home? Bill would have found another place. I was done worrying about other people for a change. I think you've heard enough. Let's finish this case up. After we finalized her confession, Annie was taken away. Ferris left without another word. She looked even angrier than usual. Is Ferris gonna Bear's just got checked on our privilege. Jesse, we did it! We really did it. Come here. Is this a hug? Ah! Yes, girlfriends! Oh, do you see the blush Justina has? Is that a hug or are you trying to kill me? We did it. We solved the case. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Light fading. Lungs failing.
You okay there, Mrs. Hussein? You're looking pretty red.
Oh, I know why she's red. Can't breathe. Help. Sorry, I guess I went a little overboard. Dang, a hug of death. Yeah, fucking suplex. More than a little.
I want to be the first to say, great work, both of you. You solved 2 cases in a single day. I'm pretty impressed with how you 2 did in there. You make for a great team. I think I may have to give you my assistant, Sophie.
Oh, please give me the Sophie. I don't think I'm ready to be a clerk again. I think I'm ready to be a clerk again. I don't think I can keep doing this. You're really good at this. You can't stop now. Okay, that is true, right? Because the whole reason we stuck on this, right, is that the first case we found out about the embezzling. So we were like, okay, we're going to keep doing this to find out the truth about the embezzling. And now we figured out the truth behind the embezzling. And we also figured out the case about the car. So we really have no reason to keep doing this. But there's also 2 more cases in the game, I think. So I'm very curious. Hey, why don't we go take Zephyr for a victory lap after this? We can celebrate properly then. Please, not Zephyr again.
I can't believe it. Annie, she could have killed me. And all over the orphanage, no less. Was everything a lie? Did the orphanage mean nothing to her? I think she would throw it all away.
Come on, Bill. You know that it... Oh.
Come on, Bill. You know that's not true.
Actually, I know for a fact it isn't true. I can prove it. Here's your proof that Annie really did care about the orphanage's residents. Wasn't there something where Meg said that Annie taught her stuff? Here we go. Miss Carr, Meg finished rebuilding her new car 2 weeks ago on April 10th. Miss Carr provided her with the parts and taught her much of the process. If it wasn't for Annie, Meg would have never found her true passion in life. She taught Meg everything she knew about working with machinery. I never knew I was gonna solve cases, who knew? Plus, she helped Meg completely rebuild a car. I don't think that was all for nothing. I think she really did value the orphanage and you too. I think she felt stuck, and that made her desperate.
Thank you. Justina, was it? I'm so sorry for causing you all so much trouble. And Ernest?
I'll talk to you later, Bill. I have a lot to say to you in private.
Anyway, what are you doing here still, detective? I thought you'd be home by now.
A detective never rests until his work is done. Besides, there's one more thing we need to take care of. Why don't we go wait inside? I'll be right back.
Oh, what's the one more thing? Any idea what's going on? Only one way to find out. Are we gonna eavesdrop? Oh, Chandra! Hannah! What's this about?
Well, you 2 were the ones who kickstarted this sprawling affair. So we want to give you a little update. We solved the embezzlement case.
What? Oh, I have a perfect one for this. One explanation later.
A few moments later.
Wow! So the Eubanks didn't take the money? I guess I may have jumped the gun. Cheer up, Chandra. It's thanks to us the orphanage gained all its money. Hey, don't be too proud of yourselves. You still committed a crime. So what now?
We can certainly put in a good word with the prosecutor. As short-sighted as your robbery was, it did help us uncover the real crime.
If only I hadn't been caught. Just accept it, Hannah. We lost. But thanks for trying to cover for me. Anytime, partner. Next time, I'll take the truth to my grave. Please don't. You gave me enough of a headache last time. Afterwards, Sophie and I went out to celebrate our victory. And as expected, I got completely swamped in paperwork the next day. Sue said I had to do double the work to make up for my little adventure. I told her I was finally ready to retire from my detective work. And then, a new case popped up. And I was called up once again. So much for retirement. End of case 3. God, I feel like case 3 was a while. So we have like what? We have 2 more oh, I didn't mean to do that. So we have case 4 and case 5, right? Do I want to start case? How long are we going? Damn, just about 5 hours until she could have retired. Right? Hmm. Let me see how long. This is... How long? As I imagine case 5 is longer. Because it's probably because it's the final case. You know what, now I feel like now is a good... We're at a good place to stop the stream. Plus my voice is getting a little hoarse from all the talking. So I'll end it here. But we'll definitely continue this next week. Yeah, that way I won't have to start in the middle of a case and be like, where did I leave off, guys? But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. As always, I'll release the schedule tomorrow. Yeah, I finished the adventure game and I finished the case. I did a lot of progress. Yeah, next week is going to be exciting because I'll be starting 2 new games because we finished 2 games this week. Very exciting stuff. See. You know, let's go raid Zale. Zale's streaming. I wonder what those will be. Oh, just you wait. But yeah, I'll go raid Zale. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you guys later. Bye-bye.